Today, we are going to turn Dragonite into the main star of the deck. What up, peeps? Welcome to today's episode where I'm going to be showing you Dragonite in set 4B of Pokemon Pocket. Now, I wanted to showcase Dragonite as more of the main star of the show, where I know a lot of decks right now are using them as supporters, which is totally valid and fine, and you see lots of decks with that. But I wanted to showcase because we have cards like Drayden and we have cards like Wally, which can be really beneficial to Dragonite, and I wanted to show it to you to see if you like this style of play. And it's also good to bring back a card that was from the very beginnings of Genetic Apex and have relevancy to this day just because of the few cards. The few cards we're talking about here, as I said earlier, is going to be this card Drayden, which is really nice. During this turn, one of your opponent's Pokemon is chosen one more time at random for the Draco Meteor, which means that rather than hitting randomly 4 times, you'll hit randomly 5 times. With the Wally here, this one's always good to try and synergize as well, and you're going to notice in my deck list that we have below, and also the code, is that you can attach a colorless energy with your stage 2 Pokemon. We have both the Dragonite EX and the regular Dragonite here as well. And that's just because if you feel like you need to pivot in some cases and whatnot, you're able to do so. I liked adding the Goomy here just because I could give a little bit of a stall effect while I'm trying to look for my cards like Dragonair. And if I already have my stuff, then I can use the Drampa right here to just go ahead and swing for aggression. And one of the greatest parts about this new Dragonair with the Dragon Blessing, I should have done the full art one, but that's fine, is just because that this is essentially like a recycle energy type Pokemon when you pair it with the Rainbow Cave, which is why you see we have 2, just in case we lose one. I feel like I can afford to toss aside energy into the discard pile because this card here will pick it back right up and put it into the active. So I thought that was just really nice to have. And yeah, this is essentially, is it 4 basics? 4 basics or dragons. This is something I wish I could have done way long ago, but I'm so happy that we can do it now. So enjoy the next few examples of what we're going to see. And if you like this deck, feel free to try it out. I would love your opinion on it and let me know what you think. But if you do like this, please feel free to subscribe, comment, and I will see you on the next one. Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and play 2 games with this variant of a deck. Now remember that Dragonite for this deck is the star of the show. We're trying to showcase why it can be really good. I think it's just really fun as well because you have the ability to use Drayden. You can combo Wally and Drayden later, or you can use Drayden for the Draco Meteor one and Wally for the EX version. And most of the time I feel like they don't see it coming. And with the Rainbow Caves to recycle energy to get you the right one, that's always good as well. So let's see how we go here. We are going first. We're versing some sort of water. I'm not sure what else there is right now, but we are starting with the double Dratinis. Not the worst. I don't think there's a lot of cards that is particularly bad or anything, but we'll see. All right, they've got the Feebas, Milotic, and Hisuian Zoroark build. Okay, that's something. Now, this is kind of interesting here. I can straight away candy into Dragonite. There's no reason to use Copycat right now. I feel like at most times it's going to have to be a race to see who can kind of empty their hand faster. My opponent, though, manages to get a freaking, whatchamacallit, Wallace straight away. So that's kind of scary for me. They limit their hand and they get the free charge. So they're on 2 already. So that's already a bit alarming for myself. We get double Copycat. Like, where the heck is the other card? So, I guess what we're going to have to do here, we're going to have to rare candy the back D-Knight. We'll Copycat and hope to find Wally at this stage, right? If we get Wally, we already got the energy curve. We can one-shot this Milotic. Okay? So we have Wally. I don't know if they'll see it coming. They could even go ahead and maybe Sabrina. I feel like for some reason every opponent we seem to come across secretly has a Sabrina, which is so peculiar to me. But with this, this is a great example of like you think you're not going to be able to make it very far. Wally is right here kind of waiting, and this is a great example of the Dragonite being able to be used here, and they won't see what's coming. We get 2 points off it. We can store for 1 turn because they haven't dumped enough cards. So this is kind of nice. They put in an elegant... These types of draws from my opponent, like, I would never get these draws in ranked. For some reason in randoms, and ranked otherwise with others, it's just incredible what is possible here. Alrighty, it looks like we've lost our shiny Dratini, which is a shame, but we're about to bring this into the fold. And I was going to say, is there any new cards I'm showcasing? And yes, it is Wally. Which, by the way, we don't have any full arts for as well, so don't feel like you are... Like, I get everything, because I don't. I have to rely on trades and everything. Alright, now this is cool to have. We can use Wally for this. They won't expect it. We get rid of the Milotic EX. They don't have any form of sleep. I could opt to bring in the Drampa here, which I think I will. Only because if they, for some reason, Sabrina or whatnot, then it is what it is. But with this play, we're able to take this out in one go. And that's basically the energy generator. I'm assuming they have elemental switch and all that stuff. Now, we check on the damage of Hisuian Zoroark. It does 120 here, but that might not be enough anymore unless there is a way for them to dump their bench, which I guess Gary could, but they've already lost a lot of tempo here. Of course, when I say that, they just get another Milotic. This is incredible for me. Like, what a curve. What synergy. It's fine. It's fine. We're showcasing this guy, right? So let's see if this pays off at all. Now, what we can do here, we can put energy on here. I can probably put the Gumi down. It's no biggie. We've already got 2 points. To prevent the sleep, we can go ahead and just retreat here. We'll retreat the colorless out and this. And you know what? We'll bring this Gumi into play because that means we have a turn to recharge our D-Knight and they can't attack unless they top deck, which I'm not going to be surprised, the elemental switch to be able to swing in. Even if they swing, we can bring back in D-Knight and finish the game. Okay, so they have Soothing Shore. Which I guess it makes sense, you know, Soothing Shore is quite a nice stadium card for water energy users. You can heal, at the end of the turn, you heal 20, but I think we're showcasing here why the D-Knight EX can be very, very strong here, as it does more than enough damage to be able to one-shot anything they have with Cape. So this is good to watch. So the Gumi has found its use in the system here. We're just going to prof one more time just because we can. We'll probably get Drayden just to kind of look there. Yep. It just felt like one of those games where I'll see it. And we'll put the energy on this D-Knight here just in case they magically top deck a Sabrina or something and we don't want to get slept. But that's essentially game for number 1. Showcased Brick, really, but ended up winning because of Wally. So let's see what the results are going to be for game number 2. Alright, game number 1 was a bit of a brick, but we still ended up winning due to Wally and EX D-Knight. Let's go into game number 2 and hopefully give you more of a better viewing. Hopefully something that we could use with Drayden here, that would be good. But unfortunately, with the limitations of not having ranked or I think that's a step up consecutive win event, we are limited by what we can showcase. But we're giving it a crack. Alright. We are starting first for probably the 10th time in a row or something like that. We always seem to start first, but we do get a Drampa and Dratini start with Copycat and Rainbow Cave, so we can empty our entire hand, which is good. We are versing a Promo Mankey. My god, I have not seen that card in quite some time. Now, there is a chance that they could get rid of it for sure, which kind of stuffs us up a little bit, but we're going to push through. We do get the little Gumi here. 3 basics down, looking for Dragonair. At least we have possibly another Rainbow Cave coming about. Dragonair has arrived, Dratini has arrived, and Wally. So this is a much better start for us. We do have an answer to break open the vault. We can get rid of this, and we can go in for a potential turn 3 KO here, just because of our setup. If they can't get rid of this Rainbow Cave, then we've essentially won game number 2. And if it's this quick, then we might have to do game number 3 just because. But this is a lot of the starts that you would like to have. It looks like we're going to at least KO the Mankey. Now, the interesting thing is this Riolu here. Not sure what they are planning to do with that one, but we'll see. If we get another Dragonair, that's going to be pretty good. I guess we don't need it now because there's only 1 energy in the pit, in the discard. Probably should have used the other Dragonair. Oh no, I can't. I had to evolve this one because we only put that other Dratini down. We cycle this, go through here, go for a swing. So we have Wally and Drayden in our hand right now, which is good. You've got a few options that you can go to based on what D-Knight you're going to get. And the good thing is that if whatever D-Knight you get, you can still make use of it. It just depends on what type of damage you want to do. So I'm going to guess that they already have Mega Lucario. Most of the time they do. Because if they don't, then they just lose. Surely. Sabrina. You know what? I'm okay with Sabrina here. This is fine. We can throw in the Goomy. They can evolve if they want to, but if they don't have it, they can't evolve, then Goomy just takes 10 damage here, which is fine with me. Alrighty, so they can't actually hit here. So judging by this type of scenario, we are going to need to build... Okay, we got the other Dragonair and we got the other Rainbow Cave. At this point, we got 4 cards left to their 12 with 2 D-Nairs. Okay. We can swing if we want to because they've just used a Sabrina. Dragon Blessing, get that water energy back out. We can go for the swing. I'm just trying to think if it's feasible. We're going to cancel this because we do eventually need to look for electric energy, which is here. I'm just trying to think. We got Wally, so to go for the swing is not bad. And I think that's what we are going to do. Meanwhile, we'll put energy on... Actually, let me check. Yeah, we'll put energy on the Full Art Dragonair just because it looks prettier. Let me go for a swing here. Alright. Dramper's holding the line. Dramper's going to get KO'd. It's going to have 3 energy, doing 140 damage. They might have Arena of Antiquity. We have 4 cards, a 50-50 chance of getting some sort of D-Knight here. If we get the EX D-Knight, we've won the game. If we don't, we still can kind of win the game. I'll probably put the Goomy down just because when you evolve one Dragonair, you can't use its ability anymore, so this is fine. You use one Dragonair to scout. Alright, so this is GG. The good thing about this is that you can choose an energy that is in the discard pile to the active, which I think is a really, really nice option here. Right, so this is showcasing D-Knight as the star of the show. At the same time... Oh crap, what did I do here? Okay, so I actually misplayed by using the wrong D-Nair because this one's the one that has energy. However, let me check. Yeah, so we misplayed a little bit here, but luckily we have Wally to help us out. So we do Dragon's Blessing. I should have probably done the Rainbow Cave thing as well, not that it matters too much. We put that electric energy that we only have 1 of, by the way, which is crazy, right? We put this up, evolve, and Wally for the win. So that was a bit of a misplay, but you could see you could still get away with it, and we just showcased this. Unfortunately, can't use Drayden yet, but you can see the potential that we have and what we're building or what we're doing. You can even Wally into the first Draco Meteor and then Drayden the next one if you need to. But yeah, this version I really like, just because it showcases like my top favorite Pokemon if you can't see already. And hope you guys like it. I'll see you on the next one.